Hey, I'm Kev Mr. Khan. Welcome back to Ride 3 as we're about to begin career mode. So this is what we're doing. We're going from level 1 to level 6. And in the Grand Championship. So before we do that, we've got some riding school, we've got some extras. As this icon here, you say you have a bike compatible with this volume in the category. So we've got Supersport 300. Looks like we're doing this first then, are we? As you scroll along, we've got the introduction, then 3 single races, a night race, and a time attack. As you scroll through. So we go back. So we've got Supersport, we've got the 2-stroke 125cc and the Sport Heritage style, the icons. Okay, so let's do the introduction. It's created to satisfy demand from emerging markets where passion for bikes greatly outstrips spending power. Supersport 300 are in fact the smaller relatives of 1000s from whom they take their lines and racing spirit. The success they enjoyed in the market transformed in the eyes of fans. In 2018, 300s are no longer a simple alternative, but represent a new motorcycle segment, perfect for riding both on the road and track. That's good to know. So shall we do the introduction race or single race? 0 to 964 performance power, and we're around Cadwell Park. Oh my god. What are the racing rules? Compete in the single race, do your best to reach the podium.
We believe the value of a motorcycle can't be measured, but performance points will help gauge its potential on the track.
So we've got 120 performance points. That's not good, is it? So here's a bit about the Honda CRB 300R. Previewed at the 12th China International Motorcycle Trade in 2013. CRB 300R immediately caught the eye of those who wanted a light sports bike with low running cost. Inspired by the CBR, that we got there eventually, 1000R Fireblade Superbike, definitely know that bike. And compared to the CRB 250R, which took its starts from the VRF, engine size has grown from 37cc to 286cc. As you can see, increased stroke, the power of the liquid cooled 4-stroke reaches 31 horsepower, 8,500 RPM, while maximum torque reaches 27 newtons at 7,250 RPM. Braking is reinforced by the ABS system and is suitable for those who want to experience strong sensations without spending a fortune. Well, let's see how strong it is around Cadwell Park then. I am awful around this track when I've previously ridden around it. So I'm going to keep it at 80%, because I said I don't think the bike performance is quite up there, and I don't think we're up there either. So this is what we can do. So we can change the suspension. So if the bike understeers, let's see to lower the ride height, or the front ride height. If oversteers, let's see to the rear ride height. Well, it understeers like a hell, these bikes. So as you can see, we've got 0 to 10. At the moment it's at 5. Going to put it at 2. I'm going to keep the rear at 5. Would that be okay? I'll just keep it at 4. Then gearing. Can't do anything with gear. Well, we can change the final ratio. That's quite short. We'll keep it at that. Controls calibration. So we've got a brake calibration. So the fast throttle control is the electronic control which manages to gauge gas dosage. By the way, of the control unit, manages to be able to open the gas quicker and easier when racing compared to traditional gas control. At the same time, you can adjust the pressure on the front brake. You either set more aggressive braking or gentler and better controlled. Definitely want it aggressive, don't I? And then same with the gas as well. Have it on fast? I believe that's the settings we've got. Then steering. Of course, you can't do anything with the steering. Improve the trail, the steering head inclination. Inclination? So there's a little look at the setups. As if I set up. No. Has it kept my changes? It has, I think. Yeah, it has. Okay. Let's see how this setup does then. Let's look at the race info. We've got a single race, got to finish in the top 3. Look at the participants. We've got Like a Boss at the top. Feels good man as well. Got 12 riders. Let's see how this thing goes. We've got 2 laps then. Probably should have tucked in as well. That probably would have been a good idea. It's flat out easy for that first corner. Using the grass is the quick way. See? Making up places like a boss on the grass. God, where's the jump? The fearsome Cadwell jump. Do we dive it? Not in the moment. That was not a good exit though. Might be boxed down. So once again, grass is quick. It's all very suspect in front. So we're virtually pushing this rider through. Okay, maybe I should have had it set to maybe 90%. As we pass like a boss who takes a little look. Oh, that's a bit wide. We'll take that penalty, that's kind of deserved. How come we didn't get that penalty in Laguna Seca? Oh, no. I'm thinking of this corner. Shall we turn TC down as well? Let's see what happens when I turn it off. If I just spiral all over the place. As we've done all that, we're 3 seconds up. Oh my god, okay, bike, stop moving so much. It scares me when you do that. God, this bike bay has any power to go up the hill. Keep having to change down to 4 just to get that kind of little boost out the corners. But yeah, we're definitely going to up it to 90%, I think, for the next race. Look at this thing go! 90 miles per hour! And then full pelting it, you see dragging the brakes slightly as well. There's almost too much power through there. But I'm changing the gears a bit too late on this thing. Got to improve that. There we go, we kind of made the corner on that occasion. But I'm loving this bike. Yeah, it's not the most powerful thing. Got TC off. Want to be a bit of a little handful as well. Because here we go, 8.3 ahead, absolutely dominated on a Honda. Loving this bike as you get an achievement, jumps and bumps. And here's our ride ID. Look at that, we're rising through the ranks as you get prestige and we get credits. So that's 3 stars. And we won by 6 seconds quicker. Might just have to go to extreme if the gap is that big. It was only 2 seconds at Laguna. So a successful debut then. So next up, we're heading to Tenerife for another single race. Oh, we're definitely keeping with our Honda. We already love this already. Livery. It's got the official Honda livery. Oh, hello. Should we switch it up? Now, I've never raced around Tenerife either, but I didn't really seem to hold us back around Cadwell Park. So let's get it up to 90 then. What's the next difficulty level? Is that 100? It is very difficult. So should we go to 95 then? So you're looking down. Let's get underway. Probably need to change gear as well. So we're on the road here in Tenerife, past the observatory. This is pretty cool. So we've got 2 laps of road racing on our Supersport bike. That's all, we've got a tight corner coming up in next sight. No, it's not as tight as I thought. Could have been way more aggressive into there. And see, trailed in the brakes again. Almost into the back of our opponents. So I didn't need to brake there. I got confused by the guy in front. Easy for that corner. No, that's upset. I run all the way downhill here. Massive run as well. When are we going to lift? As I was saying, we've got gearing way too short as well from Cadwell. Oh, again, that should have been 4th. And we're getting swallowed up. Oh, this is poor riding. Don't know how quick this course is, though. Try and hold it around the outside. Oh, yes, taking 9th back. God, this is a long course as well. Oh, look at that run we've got, heading towards the hairpin. Okay, that's not a hairpin. God's sake, so many corners here because of the undulation look like they're tighter than they are, but easy for that in this bike. There's barely any lifting. Or is that finally hairpin? Nope. Bloody hell, look how big that mistake cost us. This was whiles back. So we're about to go on the 2nd lap. Very long lap here in Tenerife. Barely any braking either. All about bravery. This track. If we don't finish last, because we got the gearing, we buggered up the gearing. No doubt, we needed to make that way longer. I'll take that. I think in this race. Considering we're at a much higher AI difficulty as well. No. Bollocks. The one section where we actually have to brake and lift. As we are going to finish last. Now in career mode, I'm going to try these like first time show you, and then I might go back to this and try and get the stars. Otherwise, for some events, we could be here forever, I think. It's topping out 116. Oh my god! Okay, we had to lift for that corner. Yeah, I think we're definitely last now. Again, maybe I just need to put it back to 80. Like Cadwell we're quick at, it just depends on the circuit really, doesn't it? Can't believe how quick these Spanish roads are though. On this thing. Just don't need to lift for this corner. Let's see if we can make up time then, see if we can get better. We are gaining half a second. Despite flying. God, normally our guy's head would be off after that crash. Luckily he'd still be riding in this race. Just dirty the leathers slightly. And the bike maybe. As here's the finish. Yeah, I think the race was over before it began, to be honest. That's dreadful. Yeah, don't give us anything. Don't deserve it. So I'm looking at our bike then. As I said, I don't normally gonna show you when I replay races, as it should be good if we get into first gear. But seeing as it's the first occasion, I thought I'd show you. So the only thing we've done is change the gearing. We've made it long gearing now, so a top speed of 120 miles per hour instead of the low 1 teens or 10s. So we're down to last. What a fantastic start. And this is where we're going to make up our most places at the start. Well, obviously that's gone out the window. We do get back up to 10th. And then through the right. Do not lift. There, remembered. So now let's see, as we're part of the gaggle at the front, see how quick we can go. Let's look how packed it is in front. Amazing roads as well. Cliff faces either side. Well, one up, one down. So you go 119. So we try and make the move on the outside though and clip some dirt. That was poor. That was absolutely dreadful. We might have cost ourselves a chance of victory now already because there's barely any time to lift now. No, we need to be with this lead pack across the line, otherwise we're dead in the water. We are slowly gaining. Uphill. That's it, we're only a couple of seconds off the lead. But at the beginning of the next lap, we need to make up loads of places. We need to be in the top 5 at least as... Hello. It's all getting very crowded in front. We could be in the top 5 heading into first corner, isn't it? It's like... We're up to 7th at least, that's good. There towards the second corner. No, down to 8th. Because of clipping the dirt, got a dreadful run there. So we are into the top 5 for where we want to be. Actually up to 3rd as well now. So very good beginning to that, just what we wanted. Now let's see if we can keep with these two downhill. With the toe we should be. Oh, massive toe. There's all second, what are you doing? As you get into the lead. With a 190 mile per hour motorbike now. That's a bit too cautious through the left. Got swamped, got pushed wide as well. But we're in second. This is really like oval racing, isn't it? At least it feels like it. It's in a big pack. That should be the winning move. We go up to 5th, approaching the final corner now. It's just silent. We hear no one, but they're going to gain up the hill. As our bike does not have any amount of power. They're 1.2 seconds back, but you can tell it's going to be just a couple of tenths across the line already. Got no slipstream either. There you go, just doing oval strats, scrubbing the minimum amount of speed we can through the corners. Only slight steering angle, but we're going to cross the line in first, it looks like. So there you go, that's a replay, that's how you do it. It's at the foot of the volcano, another achievement unlocked. Has almost up to level 10 already, rank 8. 7,600 credits. And another 3 stars. Let's do 225, 227s. And he only gained 4 tenths in that last set. I thought it would be much more. So that's 2 races down now. We've got a time attack round Imola. Oh, that's pretty nice. As we've got to beat a 211.6. I highly doubt we're going to do that though. Despite our beast, do we change the livery again? Do we just alternate liveries? So we are around the classic Imola circuit. Hosts World Superbikes, I believe, at the moment. So it did until very recently. As it used to hold the F1, of course, named in honour of Dino and Enzo Ferrari. What about the bike setting? So we've got to change the gearing, of course. There's maybe top speed of 115. Would that be okay? 113. Just give some traction out the corners. I think that would be okay. The suspension as we want. No. Again, we want it a bit lower. In contrast, calibration. Do that. So let's see how we do. So we are down the start-finish straight then. Has the time started already? So you just got to get out of the revatsas, is that correct? No, you do have to go to start finish straight. Okay, so 211.6. Let's see how we do. Well, I haven't ridden round Imola ever, I don't think. Driven round Imola, sure. Got how stingy the curves were as well. So go through Tamburello, now through Villeneuve. Not through Villeneuve, it's Tosa, isn't it? No, this is Villeneuve, isn't it? And now we got Tosa. See, this is how long since I've been round this track, forgotten all the corner names. Oh, that was beautiful down the second. Really got that rear end into the corner. So it feels good so far. Look at the big crowd to the right-hand side. Cheering enthusiastically, of course. Let's see this pleb try and ride a bike round here. Nah, that was way too slow. Oh my god, look at that wall on the inside. I don't remember that being that close. Sure, it's close, but not right on the track. Remember that being a bitch of a corner in the cars, but not too bad on this occasion. So I feel like we're on track at least for 2 stars. Don't feel I'm aggressive enough to get 3 though. Oh, they actually got a chicane there now. You can't just take that in 4th gear or something. You actually have to brake for it. If you go downhill into perhaps the most difficult braking zone, into this left-hander, always easy to catch you out. We were right on that occasion. No, got a penalty. So it's actually going to be pretty close. No, don't tell me that penalty is going to cost us 2 stars, is it? Oh my god, we're way off. We need Grunt. We've done 1 stars. Okay, let's see if we can improve then. 219. Let me do 3 laps at this. like I do in MotoGP. And they're qualifying. So 2:19. As I said, I wasn't aggressive enough, really. And that was too aggressive. Ah, a bit out the groove. That cost us getting on the power on the exit. Now, I think I got gearing too short. Again, it might just have to be the longest gearing. Because there's some very long straights for this bike. And too much curb on the entrance. Why do I keep thinking hitting the curbs is a good idea around here? That was better, that was more aggressive in the first part, flat out, then braking for the second. Now we were very slow through the chicane first time around. And again, so slow steering to the left. Steering to the right way too much. Need to almost take that right in a straight line, really. Just a slight turn and then focus on getting steered to the left. Get it all the way down to second as well. Let's bed out the final corner. Right, the long run to the line now. No final chicane anymore. It's all change here at Imola. So this is close to 2. Not quite. 2:17. We improved by 2 seconds, but I think we need to maybe upgrade this bike. Then we can get the 3 stars. As we've already screwed this up then. That 2-10 penalty. Well, I do love that they have Imola in here. And that very satisfying track to get right. Very frustrating track as well, I remember. Especially with the curbing round here. Like, as you've seen already, if you get on the curve slightly wrong or too much, you're just killing that time massively. Oh, very slow in the left. I think I trail braked there when I should have just dabbed braked. It's a shame they don't have sectors, so we have like no indicator if we're actually going quicker or not. That would have been nice on this lap. Yeah, it's a bit better through the chicane. Actually got a much better exit this time. And we can carry this speed all the way downhill as well, so we should gain a couple of tenths at least in previous laps. It's all a bit wide in the first left. Very wide in the second left. There goes those few tenths we gained then. So we're losing it all the way to the run to the line. But it doesn't look like it's quicker. Not quite 2-star level though. 2:16. That'll have to do. As we do get decent. We're all up to rank 10 now. 1 star. That's around 5 seconds off the pace. Now we got the night race around Magny-Cours. Oh my god. So we're going around all the classic F1 tracks, all the superbike tracks at the moment. Magny-Cours. I haven't gone around here in ages. And again, that was on 4 wheels as well. So bike settings, again, I have to change this all the time because for some reason it's not allowing me to rename the folder when I'm trying to save these settings. Do we put it up to 120 or just 117?
There's a long straight. But again, there's quite a few slow corners where we need traction as well. 117, I think would be okay. Again, have that aggressive and fast. We've changed the gearing already. Let's get going. Yes, here we are, racing at night for the first time. This is exciting. That's once again forgetting to change gears at the start. Always useful. This is another 2 lap race. We're just holding off for last. We are taking the outside. I remember that from the F1 days. Now the slipstream towards the tight hairpin. I think it's Adelaide, isn't it? We've got Nürburgring, the far chicane. Just went through Estoril. That was way too slow. Need to be much more aggressive on the next lap. As the leader's already like 5 seconds down the road. We need to speed up here already. Let's see, we go into the far chicane. Oh my god. Take two. So we are looking down for our first time around this circuit. Another dreadful start, bloody hell. Need to improve those if we want to actually do these first time. We're lucky we're in 10th. Not sure if I've got the gear in too long as well. We've got no traction. Getting into the fast right. Want to power nice and early. Round the outside into 9th. So holding each other up in front. We can get into 6th at least. As no, we had the outside line. Nobody can make that stick heading into the fast chicane. Well, you don't need to hit the curbs at all, you've been told. Still grazed it a bit. That's all, we've got a good run. Get into the ever tightening left-hander. Can we take 4th? Looks like we can. Again, gearing's too long though, I think. Needs to be around 115, 130 in top speed, rather than 117. They go very far chicane though. So we clash for second. Make it through. Now downhill. Just got one guy to beat. We've got a hair in front of us. As we go through this remodeled last sector. Around, well, I'll say around remodeled. It was around 15 years ago now. Oh, those chicanes are flat as a pancake. Normally they're so raised up, you can't do that. At least they were in the F1 days. I believe they still are for the World Superbikes as well. We've got a superb run on first. Where do we go though? Try and take the outside line. Using all the red paint and everything to take the lead. So maybe the gearing is right because we're getting superb traction out some corners, but again we've got no straight line speed. As you can see, we're just suffocating with the drag. Just barely only need to hit 6th gear. So there we go, we just own the apex, as I would say. And just block them on the exit. But look at this, they're getting around into the fast chicane. Get them right back though. Into the left, on the power too early. So easy to do that. That is the most difficult corner on this course. That is so difficult to get right. Every single time. Another lovely fast chicane. Through the right, get on the power nice and early. And now just one final section. We begin a successful night racing career. I'm loving this. Break around 50 mark. Got on the power almost too early there. For the final chicane across the line. Oh, normally it's there. Okay, so actually go to the actual start finish line then. Victory! So we love our night racing. Let's get rank 12. Give us the 3 stars as well. Back on it. As actually their PP is relative to us. I always thought it was way ahead for some reason.
And so finally for the Supersport 300 bikes, we've got a race around good old Donington, a 2-mile course. The shorter course, I think that is. Or is that the one with the hairpins? So we are around the classic British circuit again, hosting World Superbikes recently. I also hosted MotoGP for a long time. I do miss MotoGP around there as well. Always used to be fantastic. Not least because that's where Dovi got his first win in MotoGP. I remember in the wet condition. I think Colin Edwards had a chance victory. Well, he did for a bit and then he dropped off majors. Think he hang on to a podium place though on his Tech 3. But anyway, enough reminiscing. Let's get our bike settings applied again. So annoying that my keyboard doesn't seem to be kind of recognised. Should we go down to 113 or 115? I think 113. There's only really one long straight, isn't there? In gears. Make sure that's aggressive and fast. Or control, should I say. So we are getting ready for the final time then, hopefully, on our Supersport bike. We go underway. Oh, decent start for once. Nailed the gearing. Hold it on to 8th as well. Let's go towards the first corner, making manoeuvres. Up to 7th at least, as now we go downhill through the crane of curves for the first time. Bloody hell, we've got no grunt in the straight line now. Where's the balance? It's going to the old hairpin. Not really an hairpin now, is it? Hey, get out of here, black leathers. As the top 2 are getting away already. We're not really getting the traction out of the corners I really expected though. That's why we've gone with a much shorter gearing, but it's just not working out, it looks like. And very slow there. As we go down the back straight. Yeah, and this we've got the shorter circuit. The BTCC circuit. My God, we need to take advantage of that. It's actually not the BTCC circuit, it's just a short circuit. Well, we've lost this race already. Let's see if we can at least finish in the top 3. We go through the first corner. Again, not good on the power. Let's go downhill. No, we're holding off everyone. We've got the gearing wrong again. Can't believe that. Should just start with the Magny-Cours gearing.
Passing the grass. Up into 5th. We've got 2. Everyone's just paired off in front. Going way too cautious into the right. It's slightly uphill to braking. We need to take advantage of that. Like we did into the next right. That was much better. Looks like it's just going to be 5th. What a dreadful result to end it. But again, we just weren't brave into this final chicane. You see. And now we're too brave. Why does snooker ourselves 2 out of 2 into the final chicane? Well, this bike has been fun, and as I said, get out the recording, make sure I get all 3 stars for these races. But we're up to the rank 14. Another 5,000 credits to add. Get no stars. What's our fastest lap? Our fastest lap is not even quickest. My God, we're a second off the pace. So we might have to adjust difficulty then for Donington, but that is all of the Supersport 300 bikes races at least showing off, as you've got quite a few stars to still gain. So next time, what shall we do? As you've got some extras as well to do. A trip to Italy, the BMW, bikes with performance as impressive as their design. And then we've got riding schools, Supersport, Supermoto, naked bikes, super bikes as well. So we might go through that next time as well. I know it's a bit unconventional going past kind of the school and then, immediately jumping into the categories. But that's the Supersport 300 bikes. Hope you enjoyed that. As if we go back, shall we see if we can actually get some bikes? As my bikes dealership. Here we go. Of course, I'm looking at the Suter. No, we can't get it. We need to complete the World Moto Tour. Can we kind of filter this so we can get the bikes that are available as well? Only show bikes available for purchase. That's what we want. So from the Aprilia, got the 125s you can choose. We've already got the naked bike. You've got the 1000R as well, 1000 SP too. So quite a few sport bikes to choose from as well, super bikes, and 125cc bikes as well. Now we go through the categories too. Oh my God, we can go to the top category, can we? Go with the MotoGP bikes. Is that was like the super? No, that is the super bikes. Okay, so a lot of choice in the Aprilia. What about Ducati, your old favourite? So let's filter that again. Yes, search. Got 19 bikes to choose from. Got a few naked bikes. So if I just show this off then, maybe down below advise what bikes we should get, as I believe we've got enough credits to get at least one bike now. One additional bike. And you've already seen the categories we've got to enter as well. So if you let me know down below, then we'll get that bike for the next episode. Has, what's another proper BMW? Bound to have loads to choose from. Let's go for yes. I'm surprised there's no background music. There was only a few to choose from. But again, we've got quite a few super bikes. Oh, we've got a naked bike. Look at that. Bloody hell. I'll just go for that for the naked category. We've got a race modification available as well. And then Yamaha, we've got Suzuki to choose from. So let's just go through those two, and Honda too. Show the Japanese manufacturers. So scrolling through. Oh, that's a beautiful looking Yamaha as well. Do you have the YZF-R1 available? We do. I remember that. Got all the R1s available, do we? No, not quite. We don't have the new Superbike, but we've got everything else available. And now let's look at, what did I say? Suzuki and Honda, didn't I? Just show them off. So go to Suzuki, search. So once again, we've got some 125s. And then we've got Some naked bikes as well. And quite a few sports bikes. Look at that machine. There we go. I know the GZX R600. It's the 1000 though. Oh, we've got that already. So we probably don't need to get a new sports bike then. Considering that. But again, it could be PP kind of performance where they've got parameters up where we need it in a certain PP. So got to think about that as well. And then 24 Hondas to choose from. So once again, we've got some 125cc's. Got a supermoto, got a motard bike to choose from. Got some naked bikes as well. Of course, we've got this Honda already. It's part of the pack. Got the Fireblade, the classic, as well to choose from. So yeah, quite a lot of Hondas to choose from as well. So yeah, just let me have your selections down below. And then I'll be back next time with some more Ride Free. Hopefully you can be a bit more successful in the next category. As just to show that again, we have got 2/125cc, so ideally looking for that bike, I guess, and sport heritage bikes as well to maybe do next time. But thanks for watching, and I will see you then.